So I am in the middle of building my VR setup right now, and the centerpiece is actually right behind me here, and I need your guys' advice on it. So I'm hoping that you guys can give me some advice on some placement as well as the colors and stuff. So this is going to be a really quick video. It gives me a chance to actually put up a video because I haven't put one up in a week, as well as get your advice and communicate with you guys as well too. If I use your advice, I will give you a shout out when I reveal this thing. Let's take a look. All right, so what you're looking at here is my desk that I'm calling Modern Steam, and you'll kind of get the idea here once I explain everything to you. So it looks a little wild right now, I would imagine, to most people out there, but I promise you it'll all come together here within the next few seconds. So just give you a quick look around, explain what everything is here, and then I'm going to ask you guys the questions that I need to know. It's driving me crazy. Okay, so first, I've split this desk into two halves. I'll just run you through the components really quick so you get a general idea of what I've got here. So this is the Aorus Extreme motherboard with the 3900X, and the GPU is a Titan X. It'll be water cooled with this reservoir, this pump, and that radiator, and we're gonna have copper line all over. I'll get to this here in a second. This side here will be just the opposite. It'll be run with all of this stuff here in terms of water cooling. But this is a Rampage Apex, which is a really good overclocking motherboard and a great gaming board. This is the 7900X Intel board. So I've got an AMD and an Intel board. And this is a 2080 Ti. Each compartment will hold the power supply as well as the I/O, which is this thing here, if you're unfamiliar with that term, which is basically your power button and all your USB outlets and all that good stuff. What I've done here is I've run wire underneath here and underneath into this cavity right here so that it's you can't see the wires. So we're trying to hide everything so it's got a nice clean look. And again, over on this side here. Now this bay here, or this window that you see, is actually the exhaust to get all the heat out of here. So really quickly, that's what that's about. All of that is actually the questions I'm going to ask you about, but we'll get to that here in a second. I just want to show you the front of the desk. Now, in the front, the reason why we're calling this desk Modern Steam is because there's a lot of modern touches to a steampunk theme. And I guess you'll get that by the end of this. So this is the controller for the AC unit that will cool this cabinet. Not the PC, well, it will cool the PCs, but more get all of the hot air out of this cabinet. These fans here, one is an intake, one is an exhaust. This here is the water pipes that I'll be using with the fittings, which is one of the questions I'm going to ask you here in a few seconds. And this monitor here will be controlling all of the computer components in terms of the water cooling, if it's too hot, too cold, or it can never be too cold. So that will be for the case, and this will be for the PC parts. As I mentioned before, I tell you what these are actual actuators, they're called, and what they're going to be doing is sitting up like this and actually pushing up the top of the desk if I need to get into here. With the pipes and the fittings, should I paint them black or keep them brass? That's the first question. Second question, this here is like a leather, but it's actually pleather. So it's going to be up here for sure, but I need your advice more on this than anything. Should I wrap some components with this and then maybe make a kind of studded look to it? Or should I just put it up here? So I'm going to be using this as well too for some depth, and that'll probably wrap around the two, or at least one anyways, reservoirs. So I'll be posting some pictures, maybe some videos up on Instagram. I'll leave a link in the description below so that you guys can check it out. I could really use your help, as I mentioned before, so leave a comment down below for any advice that you guys have, anything. So just let me know what you guys are thinking, and if I use it again, I will absolutely give you guys a shout out in the reveal video. All right, so thanks very much for watching. We'll see you next time on VR Silent.